I now give the floor to His Excellency Mr. Jayantha Jayasuriya, Permanent Representative of Sri Lanka to the United Nations. You have the floor.
Thank you, Chair. Excellencies, I am honored to address this inaugural biennial summit convened under the mandate of the Pact for the Future. The Pact and its annexes, the Global Digital Compact and the Declaration on Future Generations, set out an ambitious vision to confront global challenges. However, its success will depend on our collective resolve to turn commitments into action. Sri Lanka, as you are aware, has made significant progress in recovering from the debt crisis. The government has undertaken a strong national reform program, together with measures to mitigate its impact on the more vulnerable segments of the population. However, debt servicing costs threaten to drain resources from critical sectors such as health, education, and climate adaptation in the coming years. Sri Lanka's experience demonstrates that resilience cannot rest on domestic action alone. It requires a fairer international financial system. Sri Lanka supports advancing the civil compromise with priorities such as establishing a global debt data registry, extending debt treatments to middle-income countries, scaling up innovative debt instruments, and debt service suspension in times of disaster. These measures would help turn short-term recovery into lasting development. At the same time, we wish to support the call for developed countries to meet in full the long-standing commitment to allocate 0.7% of gross national income to official development assistance if we are to bridge persistent financing gaps for the SDGs. Due to the growing frequency of extreme weather events and climate-related disasters, food security and sustainable agriculture remains a central priority for Sri Lanka. Adopting resilient farming methods such as efficient water management and soil conservation is vital to safeguard farmers' livelihoods and protect crop yields. However, these efforts cannot succeed without sustained climate financing. For Sri Lanka and other climate-vulnerable countries, access to instruments such as green bonds and debt swaps is essential to channel investment into agriculture and adaptation. Sri Lanka sees the operationalizing of fund responding to loss and damage as a positive step, but the funding gap between pledges and growing needs of countries are of concern. It is vital that climate financing be recognized as distinct from development financing so that neither comes at the expense of the other. Excellencies, while technological advancement offers unprecedented opportunities, it simultaneously threatens to deepen existing divides. Bridging the digital divide is essential of sustainable development. Sri Lanka recalls and reasserts the call for a need for a global fund on AI and emerging technologies for sustainable development in the context of the Global Digital Compact. Technology must drive education, health, climate action, and decent work, uplifting communities and driving sustainable development. I thank you.
I thank the Permanent Representative of Sri Lanka